use the Pareto principle. Vilfredo Pareto, Italian economist, the turn of the 20th century, was asked to do an analysis of Italian real estate holdings and found that 80% of all real estate holdings in Italy were owned by 20% of the people. Then he was asked to do an analysis of the banking industry, and he found that 20% of the depositors had 80% of the money. Then he was asked by the church, and he found out that 20% of the parishioners contributed 80% of the money. And then he found that 80 and 20 and 20 and 80, and it was this principle that applied in so many things to human nature. Over and over and over again. And over the last 100 years, the Pareto principle has proved to be a science within a science. Many of you may not be aware that, and unintentionally on my part, because when you try to pursue things and do things right based on principles, you'll find that principles work and principles don't expire. Does that make sense? The work-in by referral system is built on the Pareto principle. Initially unintentionally, but later on very intentionally. So 80% of our results come from 20% of our effort. That's a very important dynamic. 80% of our results come from 20% of our effort. If you think about that, 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. It's very important where that 20% is. You see, the thing about it is, we do not have unlimited resources. We don't have unlimited time. We don't have unlimited money. And we certainly do not have, in this world today, unlimited energy. We have more energy demands than ever before. And there are more energy drainers than ever before. In times past, they didn't have social media. They didn't have instant messaging. Energy drain, energy drain. The speed of our lives. The speed, everything. You know, it used to be kids played outside. Now they have to be driven everywhere. Escorted to activities. All the time. Okay? I tell them all the time, there's a bike? No. Learn to drive. I know you're 12. Figure it out. Figure it out. The fact of the matter is there's more drains, more drains, more drains. But can you imagine if you could take just 20% of your effort, 20% of your energy, 20% of your time, and 20% of your resources, and guarantee get 80% of your results? It's very important what you put that 20% on. Would you guys agree? Yes. Okay. What I find is that agents don't do that. Agents typically do a bit of this and a bit of that, and I do a bit of open houses, and I do a bit of this, and I do a little floor time, I do a little social media, and I do a bit of advertising, I do a bit of marketing, I do a bit of mailing, I do a little bit of database work, and a little bit of everything. And what happens is they disseminate their energy and disseminate their efforts, and they never get that concentration, so they never get that big 80% payoff. Are you with me? Yeah. The next major point I want to talk about how to make this turnaround happen is to make your clients appreciate. Okay, you want to utilize this stacking effect. You want your clients to appreciate. This is a foreign concept to so many people in real estate. Now, if you ask 99% of agents what does appreciation mean, they'll be able to tell you like that. It's when real estate values go up. I'm going to share with you, it is an everyday occurrence in this system for our customers to have their customers appreciate 100%. You have a customer that refers you a client who turns into a sale. That one customer turned into two customers. That is a 100% appreciation of that customer. Did you guys hear what I just said? Yeah. And the goal is that over time, as you grow your practice, that appreciation continues to grow and to grow and to grow. One of the things we've helped people do at Buffini Company is sell their practice. When you're cold calling, door knocking, expired listings, for sale by owners, when you're pounding the phones, when you're getting your leads off the internet, when you're buying leads through advertising or buying leads straight up, you have nothing to sell. But when you have a practice, like a dentist, like a doctor, you're selling the practice, which is the customer base of repeat and referral customers. Does that make sense? And you can have a business that appreciates every year by 100%. That's a fact.